Hello and welcome to a prospecting video. In today's video we are going to be crafting the new Umbrite Ring. But not only one of them, we're going to be crafting two. Because since the update dropped yesterday, I have somehow managed to get 5 Umbrite. Now I have been using an enchant on my shovel called Mithril. And what that does, every time you get an exotic, there is a 10% chance it duplicates that item. So as you can see, I have 2 glowing Umbrite at the exact same kg and value. And that means I actually managed to get a duplicate. If you want to see what enchanted it is mythical. 10% chance to get a duplicate mythical or exotic resource when found. And the thing is, this enchant actually works. Since the update dropped yesterday, I've managed to get 1 Umbrite and then 1 duplicate. And then it also happened on a dinosaur stall when I was farming in the Infernal Heart earlier today. So I got 1 dinosaur stall, but I also got a second one because of the mythical enchant. So I would highly suggest using this enchant. And to get that enchant, you need to use an item called Ephemerite, which can either be Voidtorn or Iridescent or Electric. And you can enchant your shovel in the Azorelite Oasis. Now let's move on to the topic of the video. We are going to be crafting some Umbrite Rings. Now I'm not going to make them into a 6-star item yet. I'm going to save that for the next video. But I am going to be crafting 2 of these rings. So let's go and have a look inside of the crafting anvil. And we already have it loaded up. 400 million to craft these rings. And if you don't know what Umbrite Rings are, they are a new ring in the game. You can get the blueprint by finding it in the new maze area. And what this ring does, it gives you 220 luck, 40 dig strength, capacity 100, shake strength 10, and a size boost of 15%. And to craft these rings, you need Chryso, 3 of them, Pionite, 3 of them, Dinosaur Skull, Specterite, 5 of them, and Umbrite. So you actually need 2 exotics, 2 mythics, and a legendary. And I have managed to get all of the items to probably even craft like 4 or 5 of them. But we're only going to be crafting 2 today, and we're going to be crafting more and forging them in tomorrow's video. So let's have a look on what we can put together. So I want to use my lowest weighted items, because I do have some seriously weighted items. So if I click that button, it would make them disappear. So we're going to go with these top 4 Chrysos, and then we're going to need Dinosaur Stall. We're going to use this irradiated 1.8 kg. And then we're going to need Pionite, 22, 22, and 22 kg. All of them. And then Specterite. Can I get away with using this 0.2? We're going to find out. And 1 Umbrite. Where is my Umbrite? All the way down here. Let's use our lowest weighted one. And there we go. We use our lowest weighted items and we still manage to get a quality of 5-star. And if you don't know how crafting works, you have to use high kg items to be able to get your quality to the best. And I would suggest never crafting unless you get the quality 5-star, because that means it's pretty much going to max out your stats. So here we go, our first ever Umbrite Ring being crafted. 400 million, so it is a lot of money. And boom. 67%. We are going to work on that a little bit. We don't want to keep 67%. But first, we are going to craft our second one. So we need to pick out some items again. So let's use all of our lowest weight Chryso again. And then a 1.5 kg glowing dinosaur stool. And then a 25 irradiated Pionite, iridescent Pionite, and a 27 Voidtorn Pionite. Okay, now we just need the Specterite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then last but not least, 1 Umbrite. We're going to be using one of the duplicates. The glowing Umbrite 1.3 kg. Quality 5-star, 400 million, and craft. 53%. So now we are going to make those percentages better. If you don't know how to make the percentages better, you need to head to a person called the Blacksmith. Now I do have a perfect reforged token, but I'm not actually going to use it because I don't think rings are worth being used with a perfect reforged token because I've only got one of them for now. But if I get multiple, then I would. So let's have a go. 400 million to reforge this item. And it gets more expensive every time you reforge. So we get 66. We are going to be looking for anything above 85%. I don't mind spending some money because I do have 40 trillion somehow. 90%. That didn't actually pop up, but we did just get 90% after 4 reforges. So that is absolutely perfect. And now we're going to try the second one and see what we get. As you can see, the prices do get quite dear. Like right now, it's costing me $1 billion to reforge this, only after 2 reforges. So it does get quite expensive. And now we're up to 1.8 billion. So it is, 90. We just got 2 90% Umbrite rings. That is absolutely perfect. So if we just quickly compare them to the Vortex ring, because the Vortex rings are the luck rings people have been using, you get a dig strength of 80, luck 140, capacity 300, and a shake strength of 10. And then if we look at the Umbrite ring, you get 220, 40, 100, 10, and 15%. So you lose 200 capacity per ring, but you gain 80 dig strength, and you pretty much get the same shake strength. You just lose capacity. Like, the only thing you're really taking away, you're losing capacity, but you're gaining double the luck, almost. So the build I'm going to be trying these rings on is the Frostform Pendant, Antlers of Life, 4 Vortex rings, and 4 Mithril rings. I actually prefer 4 Mithril rings and 4 Vortex because some people do use 6 Vortex with 2 Mithril, but I always found that a bit slow. Like, I find this build a lot more faster, so you're filtering more faster through items, so you have more luck gradually. So I'm going to swap out some of the Vortex rings. We're going to swap out this one and put on, where are they? The new Umbrite ring. And then what should we take off? Did we take off 1 Mithril? Because these are 100% Vortex rings. Like, these are crazy rings. Let's try this. Let's take off 1 Mithril and put on this 90% Umbrite ring. And then let's take a look at the stats and see what that done. So on the left-hand side, we have the old stats. And on the right-hand side, we have the new stats with the new Umbrite rings. So it seems you gain around 700 base luck just off 2 normal rings. They're not even 6-star. When you forge an item, you actually gain 10% more stats on top of what it already gives. So forging an item to 6-star can actually be worth it. So that's put our luck to 9,825 base luck. We have gone up around 20 dig strength. We have gone down 300 capacity. That's not much at all, actually, for that extra luck. Like, I've pretty much traded 300 capacity for 700 luck, almost. And then dig speed went from 349 to 309. So we lose 40% dig speed. Shake strength actually went up. Even though I took away a Mithril ring, our shake strength went up. And then shake speed went from 420% to 370. So we did lose 50% shake speed, but our shake strength went up by 10. So that should balance it out. And then cell boost went down by about 20. And then size boost went up by 28%. And modifier boost stayed the same. So now you probably want to see this build in action, because I know I do. I want to see the speed of this build. Because imagine if I do make these rings 6-star, then it could actually be worth using. Like, people are kind of skeptical about these rings because people are saying that you gain 2 less stats compared to the Vortex rings. But honestly, I don't think you lose that much. Like, we are currently using a Blitz potion right now, which gives you an extra 60% dig speed and a 60% shake speed. I generally believe this is the best potion in the game because the amount of speed you get from this potion to pan through items and to dig is so much faster than normal. Well, it's an extra 60%, pretty much speaks for itself. So every time I see a Blitz potion in the Traveller Merchant, because that is the only way to get them, I always buy them because they're so good. I generally believe these are the best potions in the game. So now we're going to head to the new area and do a bit of digging. I am going to server hop and see if I can find a meteor shower, maybe some totems, and I'll let you know. Oh, and look at this. I was just checking the Traveller Merchant and there's a Blitz potion for basically free. Well, it does cost 200 million, but for me, with having 40 trillion, that's pretty much free to buy. So I can buy an hour of that. And then, oh my god. What a godsend of a Travelling Merchant. I believe this is the second best potion in the game. The Quake potion. This gives you an extra dig strength for 30 and a shake strength for 5. So I'm 100% going to be buying some of them. So we've got an hour of Blitz and an hour of Quake. I generally believe they're the two best potions in the game. And that didn't take long at all. We have found one and we are in the overgrown grotto. So we're going to head down to the new area called the Abyssal Depths. If you haven't seen how to get to the Abyssal Depths, then make sure you watch yesterday's video. And to get the new pan and shovel, you need to complete the maze, including the blueprint for the Umbrite Ring that we're using today. We did speak about that briefly. And now we are heading down to the Abyssal Depths. I am going to need 5 flares. Is anyone put down totems down here? No, but I can actually put down some totems. We might as well collect our sluice while we're down. We got a bunch of spectrite because I am saving that right now because of crafting the rings. I do want to eventually craft like 16 of these rings, Umbrite rings, but that's obviously going to take a bit of time. So we're going to go strength totem, luck totem. I might as well dig down here for half an hour because it'd be interesting to see if we can get any Umbrites. Boom, put down one of those so I don't perish. Like, if you don't know, you actually need 5 flares to be able to dig in this area. Because if that bar reaches the top, you actually get eliminated. So make sure you always have firefly flares ready to go. And you can craft the firefly flares on this little workbench outside of this area. So we now have 25,573 luck. And let's see the speed. So digging is good. We dig in 2 hits. And then shaking is good. Now we are using Blitz and Quake potions. So obviously it's going to be a bit faster than normal. But I think I can work with these rings. I think this is decent. Like this can work. This can actually work. Oh, someone's put down a solar magnifier. Very nice. If you don't know what a solar magnifier is, it gives you a plus modifier chance and a plus size. And the plus size is actually insane. You do get a lot more weighted items. So you generally make more money inside of these. Like, look at that. I just made 600 million. In this area, I only normally make like 300. And we got a mythic. It's a Pionite. We will see loads of them. So I'm not going to be showing you any more of them. But the 2 mythics you can get down here are Pionite and Radiant Gold. And the exotic is the Umbrite. So let's see if we can get any Umbrite with 25,000 luck and 4,400 capacity. Now we could up the capacity by doing a few techniques. Like we could put on some more vortex rings and swap out the mithril rings. But that would be a lot slower. So I'm not going to do that. Because, like I said, the decrease in capacity, the 300 decrease, but we gain, like, I used to get like 23,000 luck before putting on these new rings, and now I'm getting 25.5. So I'm gaining like 2,000 to 2,500 luck, and I think that's worth the 300 capacity loss, personally. The meteor shower has just ended, so that's a bit unfortunate. But the random half-an-hour events... Oh my god, does this affect this area? I don't think it does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, that's a shame. Nemu's Blessing. If you don't know what Nemu's Blessing is, you get increased luck and chance in the area above us. Radiant Gold, 17 kg. Nice. If you don't know, Radiant Gold is actually kind of rare to get. But now this new area has it, I think they've lowered the chances of Radiant Gold in this area. Because in the last area, Deep Root Spring, it was actually kind of hard to get. But now it seems a lot easier in this one. All the Firefly flares ran out. I better pop another one. Here we go. Boom. And throw it over there. I don't flare, bro. Used all yesterday. Yeah. You need to stock up on Firefly stones. That's what I done earlier today. I pretty much got like 20. Oh, here's another thing I need to mention. I really needed to mention this earlier in the video as well, but I kind of forgot. If you go into your shop, this is how you do the ad system. Look at this. 1.5 times luck potion, 10 minutes, and I get 2 remaining. You get 3 per day if you just watch this ad. And when you click this button, you get this pop up, but it only lasts for like 5 seconds. So as soon as you watch that ad and then it's finished, you earn a 50% luck boost for 15 minutes. And if you don't have the auto sell and the sell anywhere game pass, it also does that for you. Like, I would highly suggest doing that. Go into your shop and look if you have that button, because not all countries have it apparently. There is some countries that ain't allowed to let you watch those ads for an extra luck boost. But if your country does have it, then you'll be able to do it. And I get a 1.5 times extra luck for 15 minutes. So I can do that 3 times a day. I really wanted to mention that earlier in the video, but it completely slipped my mind. Because I know not everyone watches this far into the videos. But if you're still watching, there's a massive OP tip for you. Like, it's so good, it really is. Because now I'm up to 28,535 luck without a code. Do you know how insane that is? If you are still watching the video, make sure to comment the word purple, because it would be interesting to see how many people are actually still watching. So comment the word purple. Because of the pan, the new depths, it seems that purple is now the colour scheme. So in this video, we crafted 2 Umbrite Rings. I personally believe the Umbrite Rings are pretty good. Let me know what you think down below. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Make sure you always do the ads at the top of the screen in the shop if you do have the ads, if it's available in your country. And I'll be back tomorrow to forge some Umbrite Rings. We're probably going to forge around 3, maybe 4 Umbrite Rings. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you really enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. And I'll be back tomorrow with your daily prospecting content. So see you then. Goodbye.